Welcome back. I'm trying to get the camera fixed here. And we have to let the dog out. So, welcome. I'm Grandma GAINZ. This is Bohippian Life. And I'm a reselling grandma, multiple platforms. And today's video has nothing to do with that. But if you are interested, I will leave links in the description box below for all of those. Hi, welcome.
We're working off of natural lighting.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe you lost your power.
You know, sometimes up here on the hill, the wind blows just right.
I hear you. Let me get situated here.
Ooh, I like your top. That's
Oh,
pretty.
thank you.
Nice.
Here.
I clipped mine. I went all out.
Gosh, my dog is going crazy. All right, let me put you in live chat. There we go. As soon as I let her out, the little turd's barking like crazy.
It's funny how that works. I felt I caused the power outage after thinking about all the things that have been talked about today. I was like, wow, I'm feeling a little PTSD creeps up, you know? I smudge, the power goes out, and I'm like, yo, I wasn't trying to shut down the universe. Just some negative vibes I had.
Oh, I know it.
I know it. World, but come on.
No, hey, sometimes you just gotta say it all out loud.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that was something. Like, wow, I just shut the power off. That was a good smudge. Like, whoa. I felt particularly powerful this morning.
Something's happening back here. Sorry for the bad shot. But I have got
Sarah.
Get us situated. I cannot see anything yet. And I feel all crooked.
We're on 5G at this end, so I'm feeling very pleased with my T-Mobile service at this moment on the hilltop.
Okay. Let me
don't let the universe sneeze.
Here. You just continue to chitter chatter away. You're doing awesome.
Oh, well, thank you. It's been an interesting morning. I bought a $7 dress. They said the pockets were going to be in the tits. We're good.
I stinking love it. I love the neckline.
I did too. That was what I went looking for. I said I wanted a cow neck, long sleeve, long dress. And Amazon actually had one.
So is that considered a modesty dress? Does it have splits on the sides?
Nope, no splits. So yeah, I guess it would be considered, because it is definitely not showing nothing. Yeah. But coat hangers, so the complaints about it on Amazon didn't apply to me. They didn't.
There you
go. They were women with actual figures. I can wear most anything off the rack without issue because I am not that much different than the coat hanger. Kind of rectangularly shaped, don't have no big boobies. Like I wouldn't be able to get a shirt from you because you'll have boob marks in it. And then my boobs will sit in those marks and just wander, Then it's just like, what the hell? Where'd the shirt go?
Oh my goodness. You're so funny. Okay. So I'm going to put my email address in the comment box in case anybody wants to send an email, has a topic they want to talk about in the future, at a future time.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Again, now I have to see what my dog is doing one more time.
One more time, because children are always so helpful.
You got this. I know it.
Can't imagine why people stop having them,
Right? No fooling.
I say that until we all get together for a holiday meal, and then it's like, wow, 9 kids is a lot. I'm glad you guys stopped.
What are you barking at? She comes around the corner looking at me like, what the heck do you want?
I was busy doing my job.
Yeah. All right. You go behave for a little while. It's too cold. Just because it's sunny does not mean it's nice. No, go on. Go lay down.
Oh, it's chilly out there. I was going to open my front door because I wasn't sure if I was pooling enough natural light. And if the wind is coming out of the southwest, then we're good. I can open the front door. You get no air from it. Yeah, no, it's not coming out of the southwest. I don't know what direction it's coming, but there's a swirl. So it came right through the door.
That was probably my door. Sorry. No. Hi, Sarah. I wanted to make sure I got that in there too. I heard Kathleen said hi earlier, but I wanted to make it a point of saying hello too and welcome. I have some map oracle cards with me today.
Ooh.
I have not used these in a long time because I've been so intrigued with the other ones that we've been using, the tarot cards.
Right.
I love oracle cards, and I think a lot of my viewers like the oracle cards.
Well, you know what? It's a whole lot less layout.
It's a lot less layout. You are absolutely correct. And I think they're a little more, I don't know. I think they have a little more information. Sometimes the tarot cards have too much information.
Or it's too vague and you have to use way more intuitiveness.
Yes. Or you have to be like, do you want an education for answer? I said that backwards. Do you want an answer for education? Do you want an answer for love? Do you want an answer? There's like so many different where the oracles are more.
Here it is. It's more here.
I love the oracles.
I have some dark goddess oracle cards. Oh, they're mean. They're just like mean. They're like, look, snap out of it, get over it. It's you. It ain't nobody. It's you. You know, they're just mean. Snap out of it. I'm like, whoa, whoa. I'm not pulling one of those a day. I have a deck of
tarot cards that are blunt and to the point like that, and not many people like them ones either.
No, well, none of us really. You know, everybody says you can serve the truth nicely. There is no nice way to serve the truth. It matters not if you are polite about it. Most of us are reluctant to take it well. We're reluctant.
What did I just read something that said, if words had taste, we would speak less and eat more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Well, because could you imagine some of the shit that comes out of our mouth?
No fooling. No fooling.
I worked so hard. I find myself constantly trying to avoid words like don't, can't, won't, shouldn't, wouldn't, couldn't. The universe don't hear it. And I've had it proved to me that the universe don't hear it a million times. I'm just going to throw a name. It's not like I know someone. But let's say you're going somewhere and you know this girl, Becky, and you and Becky don't like each other and you don't want Becky to be there. And you keep thinking that in your mind. I don't want Becky to be there. I don't want Becky to be there. Who the fuck's there? Excuse my French. Becky. Why?
I know
because the whole time you were going along, universe don't hear don't, won't, right? So I hope Becky's there. I hope Becky's there. I can't wait to see Becky. Yeah. That is not what I said. Well, yeah, it is. So I avoid it.
Change your mindset.
Perception is a funny thing.
Sarah, hopefully you stick around and hang out. We should have Sarah on the road sometime.
Oh, that would be nice. That'd be a good interview. She's quite good with the tarot.
Yeah, I think if she ever would like to, we should have Sarah on here sometime. I think our viewers would enjoy listening to somebody new. I think the viewers love new people and what they have to offer.
Well, and so do we. It's always nice to hear something new, you know? I
That's
mean,
true. So
it's
speaking
cool.
of new and what people have to offer, are you working on anything new?
I am still working on my moon bag. Haven't even dropped a stitch in it yet because Yule hit. So now it's Yule crafts. I have 2 staffs that I have to prepare, which is another reason I really can't hang out and do cookies today. I have to prepare these 2 staffs so that they
Wait,
can be
sorry,
ready.
time out. Somebody wants you to make cookies?
Yeah, I see. I got kids that'll be getting off the bus at 2:30, so I can't really go make cookies. I could want to all I want, and it leaves a lot of stuff up in the air if I hang out until bus time. So I think I'm just gonna drive down to Carissa's house, give her the ibuprofen, hang out a little while, not get into any projects, and scoot my butt home. Well, now the power's out, so I really can't hang out.
That
I
is
can't
so
even
easy.
I can't even do chores.
I wonder what happened. Do you think there might have been an accident around your house?
I'm more likely to believe wind.
Wind.
It's a devil up here. The wind never stops blowing. I have not, in 30 years of living up on this hill, ever walked outside and went, there's no air moving. It just doesn't happen. It is always blowing out of the southwest. All of our trees even have a little tilt because it doesn't stop.
Huh.
Never. Mhm. And we have a crosswind, so flying a kite is a bitch. You got to get it up into the crosswind. So as the southwest wind is coming through, you're trying to get up over it so you can catch that pocket up higher. Oh, that's a bugger. It'll put your kite down a few times. You almost got to throw it in the air and take off running.
I have not flown a kite in years. Oh my gosh.
I, I don't
Years.
even try. My kid figured it out up here, not me. I watch. Ooh, pretty. I can't run that fast no more. You're good. You didn't fall over.
Okay. As long as we're still good. Okay. I'm trying to get it more even space here.
Right, but I don't know how you do that. I think we actually have to be like in. I think
Probably.
we have to move in because
Oh
I've
my
been
gosh.
trying to get rid of the sky, and this is all I found. And you got to move in. I don't know how close I want to be to my phone. So
I know it. Then I can't sit comfortably.
right,
I'd
because I'm
rather sit back
in.
here. I'll keep all the space up there. I'm not a
Ah,
professional.
look at all my wood.
There you go.
And
Look
my
at all my
cat's running up and
space.
down the stairs, you know, and kind of
My
adjust it.
undecorated space. That's not
Right.
true. That's not true. I have been decorating more,
Yeah.
but
I'm working on it.
this Christmas stuff and all these Christmas DIYs, I just
hmm Things take up time and
yeah,
time disappears differently. Like as a kid, it seemed like everything took forever.
yep.
Now everything's
Mm,
done in a heartbeat and you're like, crap, the day's over.
yes.
What the heck?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
You're
don't
like
perceive time the
that-
same anymore.
that's like this morning. So every morning when I get up, the first thing I do is a card of the day. Um,
Right.
and then I start sharing my Poshmark closet. That takes me generally 2.5 hours, depending on technical difficulties. Well,
Right.
things were going so smooth this morning. My coffee pot shut off. I still had half a cup from my first cup
Wow.
in front of me. I was like, holy shit.
Wow.
So I got my
Wow.
closet shared in 2 hours time.
Nice.
And I never even got a chance to finish my first cup of coffee, and my coffee pot had shut off because it's 2 hour thingy.
Oh yeah, I know. I just turned mine back on.
I won't
There's
do
still a
that.
cup in
It makes
there.
me so mad.
Oh, it won't turn back on?
Nope, it won't. It'll turn back on for a couple of seconds, like it's going to do a brew cycle. And then when it realizes there's nothing to brew, it shuts right off.
Oh, I have a warm button, so I can just hit that. I don't have to turn it on. There's a little button in the bottom corner of mine that says warm. So I
Well,
can just
aren't
turn
we
that on.
special?
Well, you know what? Now I bought this really meow meow state of the art Cuisinart coffee pot. I was so excited. It's a Cuisinart. Who's not going to get excited, right?
Right.
14 cups, temperature. You could decide how heavy to brew it if you want it strong or medium light. I had to have it replaced, okay, because it died. The bottom blew out on it. It started leaking all over, right?
Oh.
So I turn in the warranty. They replace it. Just a month and a half ago, the bottom blows out of it again. So I call them up because technically, as far as I'm concerned, this is still my first one. Do you know what I mean? Because you
Right.
replaced it, and I've had the exact same thing happen. So on customer service, which I've learned now, we're not allowed to curse at them, which probably never should have, but nonetheless,
I know. They get
tricky for me.
people. Yes.
Okay, because they keep saying they're sorry. I wish they would remove that from part of their training. No one wants to hear that because personally, butthead, you're not sorry.
You're not
Okay?
sorry. Nothing
You
affects
are
you.
you are reading off a card. Put it down. And so I expressed to him that I
Good.
thought you were selling me a coffee maker that I could make coffee out of on a regular basis.
Right.
In the end, he said the best we can do for you is $20 off your new product. I said, I'm not buying another product from you. You are
No.
not the Cuisinart company you were, or this same thing wouldn't be happening. He's like, well, did you decalcify it? I said, clean it, run vinegar through it. Yeah. So why'd the bottom blow out on it again? The bottom, that means that where it's pulling it through and brewing it up, somewhere in that pump area, it's puking out and then it's leaking all over the counter. It's not going in the pot.
Right.
So
Right.
I bought a Ninja coffee pot. I went
And
all out and it's wonderful. Now I don't know how long it's gonna last. My husband and I make a lot of coffee. So I'll tell you, if it makes it past 18 months, it's gonna definitely get a 5-star review.
I probably make 2 pots a day. I gotta
That's
sit
all right.
down for a minute. Yeah, I make about 2 pots a day. And we have well water.
Right, so you got to vinegar yours.
I do. And I hate it. I hate it. Sometimes I'm like, isn't it just easier or sometimes even cheaper just to go to the dollar store and buy one for almost like 15, 20 bucks?
Only thing is their burner isn't that hot, so my coffee is always at the almost dump ready for my taste buds.
And you know, it does have a funny flavor. You're right. They do
I
have.
like it hot. I like it so hot.
I do like my coffee hot. Sorry. I hope I'm not making you dizzy.
No,
I hope
I'm
I'm not
good.
making you guys dizzy for whoever is
I'm
watching
good.
in the future. Okay.
Lauren, when I'm on the phone with my granddaughter, that's a whole nother thing. Oh, good morning, Susan.
Hi, Sue. That wrong one. I don't have my glasses on. Hi, Susan.
There you go. Yep, that's that
Yep.
one.
Sister Susan. All I see are 2 large S's.
Aha.
2 capital S's. I'm so terrible without my glasses.
Oh, the world goes away, because blind in this eye. And this one is just like, really? You want me to keep doing this crap? And now you're going to take your glasses off too?
Oh, yeah. Like I said before, my problem is peripheral vision. Oh, there. Let's see if we can get this better now. I have my coffee is refilled. See if I can read. Susan, I am good today. How about you? I think I got you all crooked now.
No, you're not. You're good. Well, you look straight to me.
All right.
I
Well,
don't
it's
know if
in that way
Oh,
anyway.
shit. If the power's out, I got to go get that last cup of coffee.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Susan, how are you? I haven't talked to you in so long. And I'm going to even write, hello, Sister Susan.
Ooh, it still had some
Awesome.
heat
I'm
in
so
it.
glad. Is it beautiful in New Mexico?
Mm.
Oh, it's beautiful in New Mexico. We have sunny skies here, as a matter of fact. And I have some beautiful oracle cards here with me today, Susan, if you are interested in.
Mm. Mm.
Cloudy and
Oh.
cold. It is sunny and last
Freezing.
view 32. But it says, yeah, freezing. It says temperatures to drop.
Yeah, damn it.
Hmm.
But I don't know what kind of weather wave we're going to be on right now. It's been kind of weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
I need a child with a shovel.
How close is your closest neighbor that can shovel?
Oh, they won't help. I don't like my closest neighbor. I think he's a jerk.
Oh, we've all had them.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one. I'm the only one.
Hey,
But
hey,
I've
we've
seen him out
all
mowing by my
had
sweetgrass.
those.
Right. Well, he's got to stay away from my products. Yeah. Don't be
That's
mowing
right.
around my sweetgrass. You're not doing me no favor, buddy. You
That's
don't know what
right.
that is. I saw him one day. I'm mowing one part and I see him come in my yard. He's got a 0 turn, so that means he can whip right around in place. Okay? He is more than 15 feet into my yard. And he's not even 6 feet from my sweetgrass. So, I'm like disengaged mower. I freaking pick up the deck, shift gears. I am flying around the corner, and that sucker got away. I'd have had him. I'd have Bart Simpsoned his ass. Mhm.
I would have too.
So I've been
Okay,
blocking it.
Susan. So pick a number 1 through 54 is what we have today. 24. All right. And I will stop shuffling now. And the 24th card is Field of Dreams.
Oh, that's pretty.
I love the artwork on these cards.
That is pretty. I like that.
Tammy gave me these cards.
Nice job, Tammy.
Yeah. So, and these have a reverse and a regular meaning, but that one was normal. Whoops, what did I say? It was 21. It is a beautiful card. So short, it says your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are always engaging the vast field of pure potential. So the whole meaning, and I always read them out of the book, so there is no mistake. I don't know where Tammy is. I have not heard from her yet today. So this is the perfect time to harness the field of vast potential not yet realized in your life. Great abundance is yours if you're willing to do the work alongside the gentle gardener. Be clear about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Concentrate on your best life, regardless of the temporary outer conditions imposed upon you by the greater world, which has its own story to tell.
Right on.
You have a basket full of seeds that are quite powerful, for your talents are divinely inspired and will indeed lead to a greater harvest to be shared with others. You will reap what you have sown. So dream big, dream beautiful, and take action and tend to the garden of your life and experience the extraordinary.
I like that.
And that is
Life
the
is a
field of
garden.
dreams. These
Mm.
cards are Sister Susan's favorite. These
Oh, I
are
can see why.
the mermaid cards. I have to let my dog in again. She's being very star of the showish.
Yeah, she's just like, there's something moving out there. I gotta yell at it, and then it's cold, so I gotta come in.
So I have this basket of apples on the porch that I've been using. We use. The other day, Larry came home from work. The dog had gotten them, some of them, and was throwing them up in the air, and he found them randomly in the yard. I was like, oh my God, no. Something wrong with this dog.
Mm. Oh, and
Susan, I'm
Susan,
glad you love your card.
right. And as far as with Tammy, it sounded like she was up late with Chewy last night. He was having breathing problems, so she might be resting this morning.
That's right. That is right.
Mhm.
So I'm
That
sure.
dog.
Oh man, I mixed my cards up. I'm sure we'll hear from her
Uh-oh.
later
Something.
at some point in time. So what's new with you, Sister Susan? How is everything? This is such a pretty card.
Well, that's a nice one too. What does that one say on the bottom?
Peaks of Joy.
Mm,
It was on the
I
very
like that.
bottom. Yeah.
I've got an oracle deck with some pretty amazing artwork in it, similar to that. I believe it's called the Shamanic Dream Oracle. It
Yeah.
has some phenomenal photos. Yeah, the artwork is pretty impressive. Like, what?
I
Oh,
love
my camera just realized there's no power. I have a
Get him
doorbell
home.
camera,
Yeah.
and it just went, hey, there's no power.
There's no power. Is letting you know. Get him a home.
20 minutes late, buddy.
Tammy is in much need of positive vibes. Everything is good here. You're right. Tammy does seem like she's been down in the dumps lately. But better weather is coming.
Something like that.
Yeah, we'll send good vibes to Tammy for sure. And I'm glad everything in New Mexico is good.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know how much you could suffer in New Mexico unless the people are bigger assholes than here. I mean,
how are all those stray cats you're taking care of there? Your cards do keep talking about dreams. I came across this quote one time that said, I would rather die with memories than dreams. And I love it.
that makes good sense. Memories mean you lived, dreams mean you thought.
Yep.
Huh. I like that.
Thinking about putting it on my helmet, my ATV helmet.
Oh, yeah.
Larry's helmet says it's dirty because I play with it.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
That's good. That's a good one.
That's it's hilarious. This big this message is held for review. It's fine. You're funny.
Which message?
It was big asses here. And it had to be reviewed. And it is a good saying. I like it. I don't know where. I probably saw it on social media or something. You know how that goes.
It's possible. Then
Yeah.
again, though, you could have heard it as a kid and then had it reminded to you
That's
from
true.
social media.
What was one I just?
Have you heard of that Mandela effect?
What do you mean?
Some things are being rewritten, they're changing. I've been seeing a lot of this now. I don't know what I believe because there again, since CGI was created at such high levels, I'm not sure what I believe. But I know that it seems that they're always trying to rewrite stuff, right? And it seems that that's what's going on, and they're calling it some kind of cosmic event type thing, the Mandela effect, because they say that Mandela actually died before he died. So he'd already died once, and then, now they're saying that it was more recent than what it actually was. Not like recent in the last couple of years, but still, like it's just happening instead of in the past, like when he got out of jail, right? They're saying that things are being rewritten, that some kind of cosmic event occurred and there's a Mandela effect. So then they
Hmm.
talked about the Genie movie with Shaq in it called Shazam. And they say this movie never existed,
You we had,
right?
you had mentioned this.
Now, I don't necessarily remember the movie. I don't remember the movie. I can't say what it was about, but I swear to God, I remember fucking Shaq being a damn genie in something. I just don't remember it being called Shazam.
Huh.
But
You know,
then,
it does seem that way sometimes, Susan, that our past, a lot of our past is being erased.
mm-hmm,
And
cancel
I
culture.
realize that a lot of the past is not good. And, but the past is the past. And we all learn from our mistakes. Don't erase it. I don't know.
Did we know?
It's a hard thing to discuss because you
It
can't talk
is.
without talking about politics or religion. And
Right,
I don't
right. Because no
like
matter what, even if you just say greedy people, that includes politicians, religious people, and a few other things. So there's no real neutral stance.
no.
We can say there is something weird going on, and I'm aware of it. I'm
Yes.
aware of it. I keep Britannica books from the 70s. So if they change too much in the history books at school, I can go,
This is what we learned, like math. Oh my gosh.
oh,
And
how
I
they get
have
to that
the
answer.
privilege of knowing a lady who writes math books, and it's crazy. Math.
How does she,
Just math from the way it's changed. Do you
right,
really
to Common Core?
um she just her job is to write math books. Is
What a job.
Yep. Come on, let's go.
At
This
it again.
dog is getting out.
There's a creature
And I
out
don't think
there
that's
running
cool.
around.
I
There's a
mean,
creature.
somebody has to make them. You want your toy? Did you drop it?
Right.
Or I mean, somebody has to write them, but it's kind of it's something I've never ever given a thought about before.
Life
Life,
actually is wonderful. Come on. It is beautiful. And it's an ass. And it's evil. And it's hard and abusive and amazing and pretty and cool and sweet and
well,
fucked up.
well, it is. It really is. I mean,
It is all of that.
yeah. If life was all rainbows and unicorns, it's not. It's not.
I don't think we'd
We
want to
do
be here if it was.
right.
It would be
Yeah.
boring.
So
I
many
think
things
that the
would be
drama is
so weird.
necessary.
Things would be so different. Kathleen, do you want a
Hmm.
card? Do you want a card?
Sure. Pull me a
1 through
card.
54. Let me reshuffle these bad boys.
1 through 54. 16.
Okay.
Not like being difficult.
Yeah, shit.
My
Now I gotta put
corset shipped. I can't wait. That was one other reason I bought these dresses. It'll be, so when I'm doing my running around the house, it's going to be like an exercise at first, an exercise in posture. Right? I figured this dress will work great with the corset. It's snug. and pull it on. So what if the pocket disappears? I could care less about the pocket.
It's stinking adorable. I love the dress, and I cannot wait for you to get it, your corset in the mail. Commitment.
Oh, I like that card. That is pretty. I like that.
So, a true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a good time to make one.
That's interesting. Okay.
Here's the whole in-depth thing. Partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful. The
Oh,
commitment card also indicates the natural evolution of a relationship from its inception to a literal or metaphorical marriage. At the very least, there is a promise of fulfillment in some form. However, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility to it. Others are more willing to enter into partnerships at this time. Remember that your partnership with spirit and the highest version of your own self will engage the highest self in another.
ooh, I like that. I
Yes,
like how to help others get to where they're supposed to be.
I
I
do
don't know if
too.
that has ever helped me get anywhere, but I freaking love watching others get there.
You know, um, I've always felt that way myself. Couple years ago, we used to do a little flea market in Dunkirk on
Okay.
Saturdays. And I took all my crochet stuff there. And I had this one lady stop by one time out of the blue and said, "You should really sell your stuff on Poshmark. Once it hits the West Coast, it's going to sell out. I promise you." She said,
Oh.
"Let me show you." So she showed me her closet and then sent me a link, to join. And
Mhm.
no fooling. She was, if she hadn't told me about it, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
No
I know
way.
the
That is
lady's name.
cool.
No, but everybody in her party purchased one of my crochet tops. Wherever they live, they volunteered a waitress a certain night a week, and it's beach themed.
No way. How
Yeah,
cool. And look at
yeah.
you. Let me supply the beachies for you.
And
I
this
got you.
was um oh my gosh, I'm like 6 years ago, but it's not. It was 2015.
Wow. And
So
that's it. It's just been
that's when I started on Poshmark. And it took me
cool.
almost 2 years before I really knew what I was doing.
Right.
Um, but once I started making sales, which was probably a good year into it, because again, I did not know what I was doing at all. But once I made my first sale, um, it's just been great ever since.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Now I signed up on Etsy. I've made some sales on Etssie, but if I'm gonna be honest, am I satisfied? No. Right
I
now, I'm on an
tried
extended
Etsy
vacation.
first. I did try
Things
Etsy
don't
first.
yeah, it left me a little, tasteless. One, communication between Etsy and yourself is a very difficult challenge. They don't make it easy. Gotta be all through the internet. You can't call and talk to anyone, you know? And if you can, no one has ever given me a number. So,
Yeah.
I haven't, and I got frustrated. So right now my shop's on vacation because they also make it difficult to close your shop because if you close your shop, you could lose your account. Well, I
Oh
just don't close my
gotcha.
shop, you know? I
I know
actually
lots of people who use and shop Etsy.
I do
My
too.
experience is Poshmark is just works for me.
Right.
Whatever I can put on Etsy, I can put on Poshmark and so much more.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Etsy is when I was on it, I probably still have a store, I don't know. It all had to be handmade stuff, handcrafted or vintage.
Oh, now they've broadened, you know, so they have like jewelers that sell earrings that you know that were mass produced. They didn't sit at home and make these. You know, so they have expanded what they're allowing their vendors to sell. It's just it's not the 20 cents an ad. It's not the cost. The cost is very reasonable and even the amount they take for helping you sell it is reasonable. It's everything else. It is the hassle of getting out there. When I started wanting to be in business, I didn't really want to be out there. The Airbnb is more what I'm looking for in the sense that I have a camper that I can turn into a gift shop. That more works for me. So somebody comes and stays. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is a gift shop. Dun, 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 dun. If they
Yep.
want something, they buy something. If they don't, they don't. I'm not chasing something online. I'm not wondering what's going on over here. I'm not trying to get something shipped out. It changes my
I
stress.
understand that because
You know?
I sell on multiple platforms. So I have Poshmark, Mercari, Facebook, eBay, YouTube, and so that's 5 platforms right there.
Yeah, that's a lot to track.
And yes, and if you sell something on Poshmark, you have to go through all the other accounts and make sure you mark them sold.
Oh yeah, I
And
never thought about that. It's a whole nother process.
it is. But I'm also
Wow.
a firm believer in not putting all your eggs in one basket. So if you're
hmm
paying for Etsy, why not be on Poshmark and Mercari for free?
Right. Oh, right. Right. And as soon as I can figure out how to close my store without closing my account, that's going to happen. You know, I really didn't even go into business. Even when I went into the store, I used to have a store with a friend of mine. We had a wellness center on Fairmont Avenue, across from Dipson Theater. Um, and damn it if we didn't totally pick the wrong location. We were just far enough out of town that people were going to stop on their way home, but you never stop on your way home. You know, have you been out
Yeah,
all day?
it's
You're like,
like,
no.
oh, I need to stop there sometime, and that never happened.
hmm
I totally understand that. And you know what
The guy
else?
next door had better luck than we did. Yeah.
Mhm. You need real good, easy in and out parking.
Yep. And there
I
wasn't
know
that either.
people will go a mile down the road to shop just because it's easier to get in and out of the parking lot.
hmm Yep. And we didn't have that. We didn't have that going on because we were actually sharing a narrow parking lot with two other vendors, you know, with two other shops. So in and
Mhm.
out was not easy. And you had to pull up in front of the shop. There really wasn't any side parking, you know. So if the front of the shop was full, you were going to keep on going, you know. So yeah,
Yeah.
now we set it up nice and it was a nice little place. And we got our rent paid every month. Don't get me wrong. We might have, in the end, got some assistance with our rent, but overall, we were holding it up. And then I started getting ocular migraines, which meant driving to Lakewood was going to be a problem because I only have one eye. And I was kind of tired of holding it up, just holding it up, especially once something came in to kind of like, you know, which was the headaches, made me like, it's not even
And the
worth
way
it now.
things are now, it's so much easier to go in your back room
hmm
and pick it up and ship it out because
Yep.
your postmaster or will come and pick it up for you if you have a label
Absolutely
on it.
will.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
Oh, there you.
I know it's terrible. I'm terrible for not wanting to go out and go shopping because I am a firm believer, support the small business,
Yep.
support
Yep.
all businesses in your area, in your own hometown. Now, even if it might not be a locally owned business, but you know what? I'm probably going to stop at the local 7-Eleven instead of going to the huge one in another town.
Right.
Or I'm going to,
Right.
or I'm going to go to my Dollar General or Dollar Tree instead of hitting the Walmart or something in Erie or Dunkirk.
Right.
When I mean stay small, I mean, or, maybe not necessarily locally owned. I don't know. In our town, I noticed that even the franchise businesses are owned by a lot of the local people.
Yep. 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 Tim Hortons is owned by locals. They're owned by, I don't know
Tim
what.
Hortons is getting ready to open in our town. I'm so happy.
Yay!
Right next to Tom's.
You need a Starbucks, I mean, to be really happy.
You know what? I have only been to a Starbucks one time. My mom took me in South Carolina, and I found it so difficult to even read the menu. That
See,
I was like, Mom, I just want a cup of coffee with cream in it. Okay, go sit down. I'll take care of it. Like, it's just too much.
I don't get coffee there. I find their coffee to not taste very well to me. I don't like a medium roast. I think medium roast tastes burnt. Dark roast tastes scorched. It's like, oh, scorched earth. Yuck. I'm a total light roast fan. They don't produce a lot of that. So I go for the chai tea. Is all I'm after when I go there. I'll go get a chai tea frappuccino, a chai tea hot latte, or an iced latte. And that is pretty much where I keep it because I love that freaking chai. I don't know why I can't. It is one thing that, like any other ADD thing that I've gotten hung up on, I will drink it till I'm sick of it.
I know a lot of people that love that stuff.
Yeah, I didn't.
I'm
and
not
I
a
had a
real
friend.
big tea drinker. I tried to drink dandelion tea because it's supposed to be so good for you. And I did. I purchased it quite often and I drank it daily. But then I was like, oh, you're just forcing yourself to drink this. You're just forcing it.
Yeah, you got to add other flavors to it. Dandelion is kind of bland.
Earthy, very earthy.
Yeah. And bland. It barely turns the water golden.
And then you put milk in it and it's even worse.
I usually, if I'm doing the dandelion, I'll do a dandelion plantain and chamomile or a dandelion plantain and lavender, one of the stronger herbs with it. Always the plantain because it helps with the muscle aches. So you got the dandelion helping with the womanly
Isn't that a banana-ish thing?
Huh?
Isn't that a banana-ish looking thing?
Plantain? No, there's a green kind that grows in your yard. Oh, we have live!
You have power.
Welcome back.
I'm so glad you have power. Oh my gosh.
Now I gotta go turn the kitchen light off.
Okay.
Dun 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 dun. Ooh, we got some beams. All right, you make a glare. Boom. That is awesome. I gotta give my electric company credit. Everybody's like, oh, what is your electric company? Well, I'm with Steuben Rural Electric. So it's just a little co-op electric company in Cherry Creek. They are fantastic. They are incredible to their customers. And when you call and report something, shit gets done. Alexa is not back on yet. I was gonna tell her to turn off the light, but that ain't happening yet.
My husband's from Cherry Creek.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, went to the same school, kindergarten to graduation. That blows my mind.
Wow. That must be nice. I didn't do that.
I didn't do that either.
Wow.
And I tried with my kids, but it was hard as a single parent.
Right.
So we moved around more than I wanted to, but God, gosh, from their middle school, maybe even before. But anyway, they ended up graduating here in town from this school.
Well, that's
So I
good.
was happy with that. But I always think it's impressive when somebody's
Alexa,
like, "Oh yeah, I went to
turn off the chair light.
K through 12 the same school," and I'm like,
Right.
"Wow, that is just so
Like,
cool."
no way.
I cannot.
That's what I say.
I've been to so many schools that I barely remember any of the kids I went to school with, like names. Now I
Oh,
couldn't.
yeah.
There's just
I
too
can't
many
keep them straight
people.
anymore.
No,
There's 2. There's 2 that I'm real good on. My best friend from 5th grade, his name is, Rich Worthy, and I've known him since 5th grade. I used to beat up the bullies for him because he wasn't allowed to fight, and I was. So I got commended for it. My dad was like, "So did you kick their butt?" "Yeah, I did." So I didn't get in trouble. And he was just the best thing a person could have in their life. He is incredibly funny. He could find the hilarity in any situation. He was always fun. He kept in touch with me, so no matter where I lived, we were either sending each other letters or making phone calls. We stayed in touch, and at a time, I was like in Oklahoma and he was in like Washington State, and then I was in Arkansas and he was in California, but somehow we kept track of each other. We
that's
never figured out how, but we stayed in contact with each other. So I remember him very well. I remember practically everything we ever did together, you know? And then
yeah.
there's my bestie, Geneva, and both of these people are from Michigan. And no, she's everything, you know. I met her my ninth or my 12th grade year because I went back to school. And it's kind of funny because I was 19 and found a way to go back to school and then found her. And I truly think that's why I went back to school was to
I
become her
understand that.
friend, and then kind of like the rest is history. What the is that noise? Hang on, ladies.
So I,
It's the
within the
heater.
last 10 years, had gotten in touch with a girl I went to school with in Texas. Um, we were such good friends. Her name was Charmin Kearns.
Yeah.
Um, uh, we don't really talk much anymore. And I'm saying, this was like 10 or more years ago. So we got reacquainted on Facebook, but I'm not on social media a lot like that. I mean, all my
Right.
stuff gets cross-posted and listed on Facebook, but I'm not really on Facebook and scrolling, and you know what I mean?
Right.
Um, so I haven't really seen or talked to her in a long time. But another girl that I was looking for and would love to get in touch with again is another girl I went to school with, Cheryl McCullum. We we were such good friends in Texas. It was, yeah, probably those two
Yeah.
would probably in that time frame be my best friends.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
nice. It's nice to have somebody in your brain that you got some old memories with. You know,
Yeah.
I got old memories, but most of the people I have them with, I'm not in contact with anymore.
Yeah,
You
and that's
know,
the thing, me either. And these girls are from Waco, Texas. Yeah.
I hear you. Motion detected. Yay. But I'm
Don't.
hearing a noise I can't identify.
So did you have a chance to look at look that movie up I mentioned, that Nowhere?
No, no. Yesterday I didn't sit still for 1 minute getting ready to haul the couch out.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right. That's
I had to
right.
get the couch out. So I
You
had
had
to
the
move,
Beastmasters there, and they took care of that for you.
they did. Now my living room is much longer.
More room for
Longer.
activities.
Well, yeah, something like that. It makes it so the kids' toys kind of behind us. And it gives the dogs downstairs a place. And I'm gonna wash up their divan cover and stuff because a friend of mine is gonna use the basement for 5 days this month. Um, but Irk. What a pain in the ass to rearrange your house.
Oh my gosh, I know it.
It
I
used to be so much easier when I could
You
do
know,
it
when I was
myself.
younger, I used to love rearranging the house. I used to
Right?
love rearranging the furniture, and now I think about it and I'm like, "Are you nuts? No. No, 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 no."
Right?
Because then you're gonna have to vacuum, dust.
Oh gosh, you know what I learned? You know why I love a Roomba vacuum cleaner? They moved the couch, the floor was clean.
Oh, yeah,
It
because it
went
goes
right under.
right underneath it.
He looked at me and went, "How's that possible?"
Oh my
Hi,
gosh, can you
Roomba.
imagine the ones that hit the underneath the couch the first time? Please empty. What's
That
it say? Please empty the basket?
yes, please empty the bin.
Bin. Empty the
Please empty
bin.
the bin. Please empty the bin. Yes.
Mine would say, please leave your dog outside.
Oh, I like
Oh,
that.
no fooling.
I like that. Okay,
It
I'm
drives
gonna.
me nuts.
I have to walk and talk. I have to find this noise.
You can do that?
Walk and talk.
Yeah, I'm not very good at it sometimes.
Okay, it is you.
What is it?
All right. Oh, I have a air purifier, and sometimes when power kicks it out,
Where
that
is
noise
it?
coming from?
I could have so messed you. Yeah, I was like, I hear nothing.
I know, right? Not fair. Okay, now that's weird. It is one of my ceiling fans.
Is it that new one you bought?
I'm wondering, but it sounds like it's coming from upstairs, but I got up there and it's not grumbling the same.
I do love your dress. Oh my goodness. I want to see the green one. Oh, you can't. I want to see the green one. Whoa. What do the sleeves look like? The ends, the cuff. Just a, yes. Yeah. I wanted to do that to so many shirts.
And then I'm like, will it look good though?
Yeah,
Will
because I'll
it?
be like, oh yeah, I totally will ruin it, fray it.
Oh, that might be a fan downstairs.
Your dogs are like going berserko down there, probably like, oh my God, oh my God.
It, because I can hear it. It's a grinding, it's a motor. But I've gone upstairs and I went away from it. The fan in the dining room isn't on. It has got to be the
She'll be
fan. Oh yeah, I'm not leaving. Um, I think it's the fan right underneath my chair.
hello, Shannon. I'm sorry. I don't know how long you've been here, Shannon, but I'm so busy listening to Kathleen's sounds that I didn't even notice you were here. But hello and welcome.
I have a horrible time with small noises. And this one to me seems kind of big. Dog ain't noticing it. It totally sounds like something running.
sometimes the quiet is so stinking loud and you
Yeah.
hear everything.
No, I know. I'm hearing this. Just, and I don't know if I should go find it. It's loud enough to me.
Do you have a thermostat?
No.
Okay. My
No.
thermostat will very, very quietly like beep 3 times when it
Really?
goes to turn off or on. And I'm like, did I just hear that? And I'm
Right.
like, I've never heard that.
Wow, that sound. It's gonna drive me nuts.
I'm
I have a
trying to look a
disorder.
little more professional, a little
Well,
more like I
that
know what
looks
I'm
really good.
doing.
What does that look like?
Especially
Knowing.
since it's just, the top part up. And you know what? Half the time I don't even comb my hair, and I even combed my hair today.
Ooh.
I know,
Ugh.
right? I should probably take more pride in these YouTube lives. But most of the time
Well,
it's a workout video. And who's
right,
gonna I don't have time to spruce up for a workout video.
right, right. I
As dumb.
understand that.
Uh, so
What
you
is that?
still found that.
No, I have not. See, and I have a disorder that's called audio sensitivity. Okay. So, like, I can hear the strangest little, that no one, I can be in a room of 100 people. You hear that? Nope. You hear something over all this? Yeah. And
Oh
once
my
I hear
god.
it, I can't unhear it. It won't stop. And it becomes obsessive because now once I've heard it, it becomes almost like the only thing I can hear. And I do my best. Like right now, I'm still sitting here. I have not been like, hang on, we're going for a
What
walk.
about smoke alarms? Do they are they resetting?
Definitely a
Actually,
motor.
those would actually beep when your power is off.
Right. And I don't have any. I ended up ripping all my smoke detectors out of the house. They wired them directly in, and I have this hole in the middle of my ceiling. Okay. This hole is a good 10-foot wide. It's a big hole. And it goes straight up to the arches of the barn roof, right? The minute you cook anything with the slightest bit of smoke, every smoke detector in the house would go off and they're wired in. So then you had to find the one that went off first
Yes.
to get the
Yeah,
rest of them to shut off.
that's the way mine are.
Yeah, well, mine came down by broom and cursing. Shut up
I
until
have
they.
some that they blink different colors. So if it's just a regular smoke alarm, it blinks one color. If it's a smoke alarm in a CO detector or whatever they are, it blinks another color. But it is a pain in the neck when they go off. You're right. Because I'm not a very good multitasker. So when I start cooking, if I start to talk to Larry, things get crazy. And then the smoke alarms go off. No, but you're right. Yeah,
That's the time. That is the time. The heat rises. There's smoke. The the hearing thing though does drive me a little nuts. Like right now, I'm feeling nuts.
you'll
I'm
find it
holding a
out.
cigarette, just holding it. I'm trying not to smoke on YouTube, but I'm like, "Ah," I'm crushing that sucker because. And the doctor can't explain to me what creates the obsession other than I must want it to stop. Because it does, your voice is not as clear to me as it was before the noise came up. The noise didn't exist till the power came back on. And I
I
know it
you
didn't
know,
make that noise beforehand.
I don't see why you couldn't smoke a cigarette on YouTube. I don't see why you
Oh,
can't smoke.
I just try to not.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
trying, you know what I mean? I'm doing my best to just kind of not. Don't know
Gotcha.
if I'm gonna succeed at that today because that
You know
sound is
what? Th there are so many. I understand a lot of things that you cannot say or do or
mhm.
even sell on YouTube. And then there are some things that just blow my mind, and I'm like, "Really?" Um, I have received a notification that they are working on changing their guidelines for nursing mothers because, I don't know if you still can't, but you have not a nursing mom could not nurse on YouTube. Yeah, yeah. I um I know, but I getcha. And there's so many words you can't say. Um, yeah, there's certain things you can't do. You don't, you get monetized, demonetized, um,
Wow. I
copyright
can
strike.
understand that,
Yeah,
you know. You wanna behave, show respect to others, and there are some words out there that no one should ever use because they
right.
were only designed to make people feel bad. So those words should have different meanings and
Yeah.
different uses. They should be cookies or something, you know?
Yeah, I think YouTube is doing really good with their
Good.
guidelines and adjusting, you know, adjusting fine lines here and there. I think they're great. They're doing a wonderful job.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome.
And I still like the
'Cause
fact that young children are protected. Children, period, are protected. I love that children are protected.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that too.
Yeah, because
I like that
sometimes
too.
even in my videos, if I have one of the grandkids in there, sometimes you can't even leave a comment on the video because you have a kid,
I
a child. Yeah, that way. Yeah, yeah. It is, yeah, yeah. I don't know it.
but it's
Right, right.
hard for me to imagine how the threat grew in 15 years from Tammy to you,
Mhm.
you know,
I
and
know.
then from us to our kids.
I
It is
know. I know.
ridiculous. And I mean, no disrespect to the good man, but you know, this all kind of comes back to men. Wow. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am certain. I have heard tell that there are women involved. And then there are women that make profit and take part in that kind of misconduct. I'm not even going to use the word that is labeled with. I'm going to say misconduct with humans.
Yes.
Okay? Yes, women are involved. And still, it seems that there's more women and children sold than there are men.
You're right. Typically, when they talk about stuff like that, you generally do hear more and see women, more
Right.
more of the female.
Hmm.
But so but it happens to boys too.
Oh, it does. It does.
It's
Most
so
definitely.
scary. Um, and like back to being a single mom with 4 kids, 3 boys and a little girl. So you worry about
Wow.
your daughter, you fear
Right.
for your daughter, and
Right.
then you're like, but you fear for your boys too. You can't just, well, they're boys, they're fine. No,
No, they're not. You can't take your
nobody
eyes.
is safe.
All of us have to be a helicopter now when we go out. You even have to watch the kid that because if somebody isn't observant, that kid's gonna get picked up possibly and run right out that door and never seen again.
Oh my goodness. Oh
And
gosh.
I
Yeah.
can't even imagine how, as a society, we decided, well, that's a way to make money. That's what we'll do. How did we get so twisted? We gonna blame this all on the parents? Come on.
No,
Some of
no.
this is society's fault in
Yeah.
general.
You know, you can blame parents for stuff to a certain age, but at
Hmm.
a certain age, we all know right from wrong. We all know right from wrong.
I would like to think so.
Yeah, I would like to think so too.
I mean, though I have seen the common sense is not common anymore.
What's that word? It's somebody who is they're like entitled and rich. They've never paid, consequences for anything. There's a word for these people. Anyway, I don't know. I'm overthinking it. But those type of people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's
all right.
all it's all crazy. It's
It
crazy.
is all crazy. So what do we have? Oh my gosh. So it's just about 11:45. So
Oh,
on the crazy note, we're just going to end it on crazy.
all right. I like it.
Yeah, me too. So again,
I like
anybody
it.
watching now or in the future, if you have a topic, we ended on crazy. If you have a topic you'd like to
Right.
talk about next Tuesday, are we still good next Tuesday? We're getting
Yeah,
close
I am.
to Christmas. Okay, we're still good. Okay.
Okay.
As long as my husband doesn't have any days off, because everybody knows when family time is family time, and it's too little of it we have, and it's precious.
That's right.
So unless it's family time, I will be here. You guys send me an email. I have that in the chat box, and I will leave it in the description box below, as well as all the links to my selling platforms. And don't forget to check out the membership levels: Coffee Club, Wildflower, and Bohippian Life, because each one offers something a little bit more. All right, you guys are the best. Kathleen, thank you so much for spending your time with me again. I'm so glad you enjoy it. I enjoy it too. And my viewers enjoy it. Every week we get more views on them.
Okay. I like it.
I enjoy it. And it gives everybody something else to think about.
Right
And
on.
yep.
I like
All
it
right.
too.
So again, we're going to go ahead and end this. So until next week, you guys have the best day ever. And we'll
Be
see
good
you
to
then.
each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Be kind.
That's right. Rewind.
That's a good one. That is a good one. All right. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Later.